Welcome to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Bash Pinball Podcast. So if you haven't already heard the previous 2 episodes, those are the Star Wars ones. Anyway, go back and listen to those. This is going to be a normal episode where we're not at the Stern factory.
Right. We're back to our regularly scheduled Shedcade.
Yes, back in the Shedcade. So this episode is going to be all about the Addams family. We started off with a new segment called Nostalgic Movie Night. Nostalgic Movie Night has a bunch of movie quotes in the song. There's 4 to be exact.
Like lines that were delivered by characters in nostalgic films.
Yes, from the 80s and 90s. 3 out of 4 of them have had pinball machines.
They've been made
into pinball machines.
Gotcha.
One of them hasn't, but is rumored to be one soon. So that's a little hint. But the reason we bring this up is because we're doing a giveaway.
Giving a what?
Giving stuff away.
Give it away. Give it away.
Give it away now.
You get your pick of a Bash shirt or hat, designs which, you can see on our
store.bashpinball.com.
Some little special bonus odds and ends.
Little bonus X items.
Our official coffee sponsor.
Yes.
Cantina Coffee.
You will be getting a free bag of imported Italian coffee from Naples.
Literally from Naples to you. I think for our fans, I'll do whatever it takes. And we're going to get you a Nudge 5 in there.
There will be a Nudge 5 included in that.
Don't even worry about how it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen for you.
You're going to get a Nudge 5. And we're going to be sharing a booth with Ian at Expo. So this contest is going to run until the day before Expo starts. October 14th is the last day to enter. And then we'll be announcing the winner at Expo. If you're there and you win, you can probably just pick up your stuff.
And if Ian tries to give you a hard time, I'll fight him.
Yeah, that won't happen. So this is open to Americans.
How about Aussies?
Aussies.
No, Johnny Crunch is going to get up in there.
Johnny Crunch, please submit your entry. Anywhere in the world, we will ship this to you if you are not at Expo.
But if I wanted to sign up for the giveaway, how do I do that?
Well, there's a few ways to enter, Don. First, you can answer the trivia question, which is naming the 4 movie quotes and what movies they were in the song that you're about to hear. The segment theme song. Send us an email
to
pod@bashpinball.com. You get entered into the giveaway.
Okay, so I'm typing pod@bashpinball.com. Compose 1, Jurassic Park. 2,
Incorrect.
Hellraiser.
Incorrect.
3, Nightmare on Elm Street. 4,
no comment.
Super Mario Brothers live action film.
Live action.
Did I get any of them right?
Unfortunately not.
Do I still win something or what?
No, but you still get entered into the giveaway.
Awesome. If I did get it right, I have to get all 4 of them right. And then I get 2 entries.
You get double entered.
Okay, but I still get 1 entry even though I was wrong.
Right.
Awesome. And we're also going to allow people from Instagram. How do I do that?
If you want to enter on Instagram on Thursday when this episode posts, Don's going to post on Instagram
the giveaway post.
So if you want to enter that way, you just repost
the giveaway post. 3 arrows is recycle, 2 arrows is repost.
Right. Totally makes sense.
Obviously.
So yeah, just follow and repost. That will get you 2 entries as well.
Cool.
So if you're not on socials, then just send us an email and say you want to enter pod@bashpinball.com and you'll get an entry.
Because we're nice.
All are welcome. Enter any of those ways. Do the trivia, get 2 entries. Do the Instagram, repost, get 2 entries. Or just send us an email and you'll get an entry.
Awesome.
But yeah, real quick, we've got our Bash Dare-inspired shirt to keep kids playing pinball. We've got Pinball is Not a Crime shirts.
It's like a throwback to the old, like late 80s and 90s. Powell Peralta, I think, was the first kind of sticker, like bumper sticker. And
yeah, it's like a throwback to the, skateboarding
Skateboarding
culture.
is not a crime, yeah.
Yeah. And then we're going to have a shirt that says, yes, I would like to play pinball with you.
Which, you know, that's probably the perfect shirt for you if you're looking for a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a friend.
Or just anybody, you know,
If you're feeling social.
Yeah. If you're feeling social but also awkward, then just wear that shirt and let somebody else start the conversation.
Yeah. We're working on building up our merch and we're getting dimerchified.
Yeah, got to get dimerchified.
Check it out. store.bashpinball.com. You can take your pick. That's the whole point of this giveaway. You get to pick whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Some restrictions may apply. Some restrictions may not apply. Offer valid only at participating locations, not to be combined with other offers. Offer void where prohibited. Offer not void where not prohibited. Cash value 1/100th of a cent. Glenn Wechter is not prohibited from entering. Pirates, trolls, and the criminally insane are prohibited from entering.
It's nostalgic movie night. Gonna watch lightsaber fights. Do you believe in destiny? Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Where we're going, we don't need roads. We might see our planet explode. Memories lost like tears in rain. We're gonna watch it over again.
So we have our first nostalgic movie night segment.
Segments are our friends.
Yay, first segments. So this is relevant in a couple ways. Have you watched the Netflix show Wednesday?
No, but I was recently at Wendy's and I saw the marketing, like promotional material, little like tombstones right beside the order window and like menu.
Yeah, it's what you get, like some chicky nuggies and some hot sauces with some Wednesday branding.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And I think there was maybe a Wednesday specific Frosty? I don't know. My kids were begging for it.
I think it was Thursday when I went. I was distracted by the Takis combo, which is still there, by the way.
Oh, really?
In addition to Wednesday.
You would think that Wendy's Wednesday, that didn't happen by accident. You know?
Yeah. I'm assuming it's Addams Family.
Right. Yeah. It's the Addams Familyverse.
Familyverse.
And the interesting thing about it is Tim Burton is heavily involved. Directed about half of the episodes.
Wow. In a show.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, is it his? It may be his first TV show.
As far as I know, I mean, if it isn't, there aren't many.
On the first season, he directed the first 4 episodes, I think.
Cool.
And he's directed some on the second season, which came out recently.
That makes it actually more interesting.
Yeah, so it's got a cool aesthetic and Tim Burton-y vibe.
Yeah,
if you're into Tim Burton, I mean, it's definitely a show about teenagers.
Well, you were saying your kids like it.
Yes, they love it. They're obsessed with it. And I actually kind of like it too. It's pretty good. It's a mystery. It's a little supernatural.
Oh.
It's got Thing in it, the disembodied hand creature.
Cool.
I just assumed it was all CG, the Thing character, because everything's CG nowadays.
Right.
But it's a real actor hand. They got like a magician guy.
Who can make himself disappear and only expose his hand?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And he's really good at it. So the Thing character has like more personality than a lot of the other characters.
That's hilarious, man.
Just as a hand. But the show's pretty good, I would say, if you can get into, watching teenagers do stuff, which I'm fine with. It's fun.
When I do watch like teenager stuff, I just feel old. I don't like how it makes me feel.
I mean, it's not all teenagers. So especially in the second season, most of it takes place at the Nevermore Academy, where Wednesday it's like Hogwarts for,
weird people. Because like, as far as I know, I don't really know much about the Addams family. They're just weird.
Right. And
there's like no actual like superpowers. There's no like.
Well, so yeah, even if you watch the original movies and stuff, there are superpowers-ish. But in this show, they go a lot further with that.
Oh, okay.
And so there's like werewolf characters, and there's just generally any kind of spooky, mythological things are real.
So we could say magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like a hand that moves around. Yeah, I understand that. But from my understanding, and I guess when I was a kid watching the Addams Family, it was like presented as like a weird family, not necessarily
mostly that
supernatural, right? So, anyways,
yeah, and I think that is a fair criticism of the show is that it leans a little more heavily into supernatural stuff.
Got it.
But whatever. I don't care that much.
It's 2025 now, so
right?
We need more.
Yeah, it's mostly rooted in like typical folklore, voodoo, that type of thing. But whatever. It's fine. It's entertaining. Like, it's pretty well made. It's pretty well written and all that stuff.
Cool.
And then you've got Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia, Luis Guzman as Gomez.
Oh, wow. Weird, dude.
Yeah.
What a weird choice.
Yeah, but it works.
Okay.
And Fred Armisen as Fester.
Dude,
that one I'm a little on the fence about.
This is weirding me out a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you.
Fred Armisen is definitely better in season 2. For season 1, he almost is a little too goofy.
My interest was piqued.
Yeah.
Until Catherine Zeta-Jones, and it started slowly coming down.
But they're not the main characters. They're kind of ancillary.
Okay. Right. Wednesday.
But anyway, the reason I bring it up is we've been watching that show, and the kids were obsessed with it. And season 2 debuted on my daughter's 10th birthday.
Oh, cool.
Which was Wednesday.
Oh, man. And did you guys watch it together?
Oh, yeah. On Wednesday, on her birthday.
Nice.
This is the second most popular show ever on Netflix.
Wow.
It's huge for them. Maybe even more popular than Stranger Things. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. So season 2, they split it up into 2 halves. And then we were like, let's watch the original Addams Family movies.
Yes.
Original in that they were the first movies, but of course the show was from like the 60s and ran for a couple seasons.
Yeah. By today's standards, I think the movies are kind of like the default go-to for when you think of Addams Family, you think of the 90s.
Yeah, it was around like 91 and 93. There were two movies.
Right. That's what I remember. I think that's what most people probably within our age would remember.
Yeah.
And now for a word from our sponsor.
They're just like any other family. Loving parents.
Last night, you were like some desperate, howling demon. You frightened me. Do it again.
Playful children.
Where's your costume?
I'm a homicidal maniac. They look just like everyone else.
An uncle. A new chapter.
Scares.
Visiting relatives.
Eat, old man!
And a thing.
Thing, you're a handful.
The Addams Family. Rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
And now, back to the show.
Did you see those when you were a kid?
I did, yeah.
Have you watched them more recently?
I have not seen them in easily 15 years or something, man.
Yeah.
Probably more.
I'm pretty sure I saw the first one when I was a kid, because I would have been like maybe 10 when it came out. And they were PG-13, kind of family friendly, but a little dark.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever saw the second one. Addams Family Values was the name of the second one.
I think I'm conflating 2 movies and like scenes. And
yeah.
I just remember Angelica Houston being like weirdly hot.
Yeah.
But then like I was a kid, so she was also kind of creepy.
Yeah, she was really good in that. Those movies were really well cast.
Yeah.
And with Christina Ricci as Wednesday, but she was younger.
I loved her.
Yeah.
She was like a crush. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and she was like more of a, elementary school age in those movies, whereas now the show she's, a teenager, which makes sense. You can kind of watch those almost as a prequel to the new show, except for the parent, everybody's different cast.
Yeah.
But actually Christina Ricci is in Wednesday.
Wow.
As a different character.
Nice.
And also Christopher Lloyd, who was Fester in the original, has also made some appearances as a different character.
Nice job.
So the original movies we decided to rewatch, and my kids had never seen them. I hadn't seen them in forever. So it's essentially like I had never watched them.
I'm so excited to hear about your kids' takes.
Okay. So, like, the movies were, like, if you look on Rotten Tomatoes, they're like 65 to 85%. I think the second one is actually a little better regarded than the first one. Scripted by Tim Burton people. Like, people who wrote...
Like his crew.
Yeah, they were, like, the guy who wrote Edward Scissorhands and the girl who wrote another Tim Burton movie that I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
But they weren't directed by Tim Burton. I think people might even think that just like the Mandela Effect, like those were Tim Burton. They're not. They weren't Tim Burton movies.
I could totally see that.
They were directed by Barry Sonnenfeld or Feld, but he had been like a cinematographer for the Coen brothers.
Cool.
These were his first movies that he actually directed.
Interesting.
It almost feels like he was trying to do the Tim Burton thing, but didn't quite pull off the real Tim Burton vibe.
Where was Tim Burton?
I think he was approached about doing the movies, but he did something.
It's probably doing Batman.
Batman was a couple years before the first one, and then Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Oh, wait. What year was...
Probably Beetlejuice, dude.
No, Beetlejuice was 88, but it's clearly like influenced by Tim Burton's aesthetic and stuff like that.
Got it.
It's kind of interesting that now, 30 whatever years later, he's actually working on an Addams Family thing, so you can see what he would have done with Wednesday.
Yeah, the one that got away.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, Tim.
Yeah. So the movies are really well cast. Like Raul Julia as Gomez, R.I.P. also played M. Bison in the Street Fighter movie. That's the only other thing.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Only other movie I can remember that he was in.
Oh my God, dude, that was a blast from the past just now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Obviously, like Angelica Houston, like incredible.
Yeah.
No one's ever going to
Seductress.
do that role better.
Weird. Yeah, that was like a weird, scary crush. That was my first, like, as a child, like, hint of weird, like,
goth.
Dare I say, like, fetishy. I don't even know what the word is. Like, some kind of weird, like, not BDSM, but you know what I mean. Like, weird, she's like,
there's
goth.
Definitely like Elvira.
Yeah, like mistress
vibes,
like
very like white
seductress
face paint, gothic and red lipstick. Yeah. Kind of moves around like a snake almost.
Yeah.
She's kind of slithering around scenes and stuff. She's incredible. So the movie really is about Fester, which I didn't remember.
I don't remember any of it, dude.
Uncle Fester. And the whole
Oh, he like comes to the house from, he was like in jail or
no. So it's kind of random. In both movies, people are just trying to steal the Addams family's money, which to me is like, they probably could have come up with a better plot for both of these things. But the first movie, there's just some people who are greedy and they want to steal their, they think the Addams family are like,
oh my God,
dumb.
It's coming back to me.
And they just want to steal their money.
It was an imposter. It's coming back to me.
Yep. It was an imposter. So there was an imposter Fester, and Fester, they had disappeared. They hadn't seen him in 20 years. They were like, oh, we can, use this imposter and trick them into thinking that Fester
pretends it's his brother. It's coming back to me.
Yep. So, spoiler alert. You're not going to rewatch this anytime soon, are you?
I will, but it's fine.
You kind of figure this out early.
Yeah.
But the extremely improbable scenario is that the imposter Fester turns out to be real Fester, who lost his memory and was adopted by a weird woman, doctor lady.
Amazing.
Found him in the Bermuda Triangle, and he had lost his memory, and she adopted him.
Dude.
It's an insane plot.
Are you sure M. Night Shyamalan wasn't affiliated with this film to any degree?
But anyway, it turns out he's the real Fester who lost his memory, which is such an insanely contrived plot.
That's so funny, man.
But so, I kind of enjoyed how low stakes the whole thing was. It just plays like a comedy.
It's just like, a lot of older media, movies, content, it's just way more relaxed. It's more just like linear. It's not so psychologically exhausting. You can just relax and enjoy the ride from point A to B. It's not like some weird time traveling and then back to the future and then the monster that turned out to be this.
The world's going to end.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I agree, because I'll watch old movies like that too. And I'll just like, man, I kind of miss this, man. Like I kind of just simpler time. You know what I mean?
It felt to me like this would just be an episode of a TV show. It feels low stakes, and like the only thing at risk is like they're trying to steal their money. Yeah. And he's an imposter.
Not really that bad of a crime.
Like,
okay. It's just money.
It's pretty funny. I
bet it is.
I feel like it was kind of ahead of its time in terms of dark humor.
Sure. I can see that.
Christina Ricci's character, like Wednesday, putting Pugsley, her brother, in an electric chair.
I remember.
And just being like, hey, I'm going to electrocute you. And him being like, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And then mom comes in and she's like, don't electrocute your brother. And she's like, can I please? And she's like, oh, okay. You know, pulls the switch down. But it never veers into like horror.
Right.
Like she throws the switch, but it cuts away.
Yeah.
It doesn't show him sitting there getting electrocuted.
I do remember that as a kid being kind of scared. I was like, if that was my sister, I would be really afraid.
Yeah, but they're just like having a great time.
Yeah.
They're like fighting with swords, doing things that put people in way of great harm and peril, but it never really shows any of it.
Yeah.
And so the kids like that aspect of it. But like early 90s movies, it's kind of slow.
They get bored
by today's pacing standards. I could tell they were getting a little antsy.
Yeah.
It's not high stakes. So there's not as much to hold your attention as a modern movie. And production wise, it doesn't feel super big budget. It feels fairly low budget. Nothing terrible looking. The special effects are mostly fine.
Yeah.
But this was pre-CG.
It was mostly practical effects.
Like practical effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Thing looks fine, but like production design wise, like Thing is just a plain looking hand. Whereas like the new modern Wednesday, he's got like stitches and scars all over the hand and stuff like that. And just looks a little more like
just upgraded.
You know, his fingernails are kind of black. There's a stark difference just looking at Thing, how the production design has evolved.
Also, Tim Burton, he wasn't around back then, so.
Yeah, and it's not as dark as anything Tim Burton ever did. It's a little more just funny. Like, I kind of wish those movies were Tim Burton because I think they would have been better.
Yeah.
But they're still fun to watch, to kill some time.
Yeah. Did your kids specifically say anything about him? Like,
mostly just that they really did not like the Fester character.
He's scary looking.
Weird and kind of scary.
It's kind of terrifying.
And just awkward. Like he's extremely awkward.
Yeah.
Every scene he's in.
It's just like a crazy uncle or something. It's literally what it is. It's like the vibe.
Yeah.
And it is kind of scary.
Yeah.
Unsettling.
And now for a word from our sponsor.
Beware, it's the Addams Family cereal.
Creepy and it's spooky, mysterious and spooky. It's all together spooky. The Addams Family cereal.
The weird part of this complete breakfast.
Just wait until you see them. It's like raspberry cream. They taste so good you'll see them. The Addams Family cereal.
And now, back to the show.
But yeah, I think we all enjoyed them. We had fun. My wife fell asleep. But yeah, I'm glad I watched them again. And like as far as like Pinball, it's the greatest selling pinball machine of all time.
Yeah.
And it was that licensed theme.
Yeah.
And actually, I think the game came out a bit after the first movie and maybe a little bit before the second movie. So it was kind of like, you know, benefited from both of them to some degree.
Considering what you're saying about the movie, it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't an amazing movie.
Right.
It kind of goes to show, you know, with like marketing, branding, image, just like the vibe, just capture like the characters, like those things stick, the images, like the just kind of goth, like in that time period, how well that works for things like pinball, right?
Yeah.
And I guess for me now, it's funny because you're saying this, I have more of a connection to the machine than the movie or the franchise, I guess.
Yeah.
And even though when I played the game, I knew about the movie, now it's completely inverted. It kind of goes to show just how powerful, like how strong, I don't know, vibe and image and like this picture of this thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
This like weird family with black everywhere, kind of like gothic and
very black and white gothic.
Yeah. How that kind of stands out in a way that stands through time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. Cause like I've played the pinball machine more. I haven't played it a ton because there hasn't been one on location around here, but I always play one if I find one. And playing the game and then seeing those movies, I was kind of struggling to be like, oh, I think the vibe of the games is almost cooler than the movies in some ways.
Kind of, yeah.
And I mean, the game has the Thing hand that comes out, obviously. It has a turning
the little
bookcase which is a thing in the movie. Like they have hidden, you know, bookcases that spin around. That's a thing. And then they have the electric chair, which is also in the movie. But none of those things are like that integral to the plot. There's nothing really in the movie where you would think like this is a pinball game.
Right.
It's just,
exactly.
Yeah.
How funny would it be if the movie was remade, right?
Yeah.
Like if you just maybe cut the clips based on the pinball machine.
Yeah.
Like if you remade the movie with a new story based on the game, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously the thing would have a way more important role.
There would be a lot more people getting electrocuted.
More stuff happening in the swamp.
Yeah.
A lot more magnets.
The magnet thing is really cool.
Right. You'd probably have a giant magnet as a character in the movie.
Yeah. There's a big the staircase. There's a big staircase in the middle of their house. It makes it into the game as like a ramp. Which it's cool.
Cool. Yeah.
You know, a lot of movies you watch like Goonies or something and you're like, that could be a pinball ramp.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be,
Exactly.
a water slide.
Exactly.
But in that movie, you have to really like stretch the imagination to think of anything. And Pat Lawler obviously like did a great job.
Great job, man. That game has withstood the test of time and it's become the most popular pinball machine of all time. Dude,
I mean, if
crazy.
it wasn't so expensive, I would have definitely owned one by now.
So I have a memory. You know how I told you my pinball journey started with my dad when I went to visit him in Arizona, right? He had a machine in his house.
Yeah.
Before that.
Okay.
So before I played pinball for the first time, I had just moved to the U.S., literally the first time I met him, and he came and picked me up from Fayetteville, North Carolina, military base, because we got stationed in the base. And we took a road trip. We went down to Florida, went to Disney, and we got to hang out for like a week together. We stayed at a little hotel. In the laundry room was an Addams Family pinball machine.
Yeah. I mean, pretty good odds of finding one. They made so many of them.
And what's funny is I didn't even think about that until right now that you say that, because that was technically the first pinball game I ever played.
Nice.
Ever.
Okay. So that's got some like nostalgic value for you.
It's kind of cool now that I think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize at the time, like, it was just like an arcade game and it was cool. And I liked the little like small figures and toys and it was cool. But obviously it was totally different. It was like me as a normie.
It is one of the few games that I remember seeing around when I was a kid. I remember seeing The Day to Eat Star Wars and I remember seeing Addams Family. Like literally those are the only two machines I can remember.
It's got to be easily one of the most recognizable pinball machines of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty iconic. Not just because they made so many of them, but it's cool design. It really looks cool.
Yeah,
and it's got the flippers that move up and down. Do flip. Yeah, like that was super cool. I think that was the first time that had happened.
It's so cool.
I do wonder because like they're always looking for the next.
I know exactly
theme.
where you're going with this.
Are they going to make a Wednesday pinball machine? Addams Family sequel.
Dude, you're trying to get in before it happens, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's like one of, if not the most popular show ever on Netflix. They already have a Stranger Things pinball machine, also a show about teenagers. It doesn't seem like that much of a stretch, but will 40 to 50-year-old men buy a Jenna Ortega teenager?
I think this is the debate/dilemma that Mr. George Gomez,
the GOAT,
is having with the staff right now at Stern.
Yeah.
Or who knows, man. There's got to be someone out there is going to do this. Like I can kind of, I see what you're putting down and I feel it. And I think you're right. Like I think that this is a big enough license with the history to probably be worth making into a game.
It feels like a big enough property and license that it would probably be a Stern game. Like you could see it being a spooky game or even like a Barrels of Fun game or something, but it feels too big for them.
It feels like something Stern would want to pull the trigger on.
Yeah, but it's just.
But it's like
I don't know.
the demographic, right?
Yeah,
like you're saying, it's.
Yeah,
but
I don't know if I would buy one. It had to be done really well.
I definitely would not. But here's the thing: it's like I think that pinball is growing, and I think that younger people are kind of getting into it more. And I think that maybe it's a little early still, but I think this is a viable like license, like IP. I think there is some value there.
Obviously, the first one is the best-selling pinball machine of all time. Can't you springboard off that?
If you somehow, like, for older people, like the people that are like actually buying, that have these memories with Addams Family, if you somehow got the spirit of that game, I think it could work.
Yeah, I guess you run the risk of it just coming across as a cash grab.
Sure.
Or like a bastardized version of something much better.
Sure.
Can they top it? You know, it's going to be compared to the original Addams Family game. It has
100%,
to be.
100%.
Which, you know, how can you beat that? It feels tough, but I bet they could sell some of those things, man, especially with how popular that show is and that property just in general. If they lean into the Addams Family part of it as much as, like, season 2 of the show has actually leaned a lot more into the family and the Addams Family than season 1 did. So I feel like they could do it.
We got to gather the dream team. Pat Lawler.
Yeah.
Right, let's get George Gomez.
If you get Pat Lawler out of retirement to make the sequel to Addams Family.
Exactly. We got to get Pat Lawler, Dwight Sullivan in this. We got to get George Gomez.
Yeah.
Doug Watson. Just kidding.
Just the dream team in general. The 90s dream team.
What's her boy with the sound?
Paul Heisch.
Dude, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's make like a one-time only Williams. Let's bring back Williams.
Make a Williams sequel.
For one game.
By Stern.
And it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Williams by Stern.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder too if they might just make an Addams Family game independent of Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, the way that they made like an Avengers game independent of the movies. It seems like a no-brainer.
It does. I mean, you could do, as like as far as like a wider appeal? Instead of just Wednesday only, more of like an Addams Family, but with the new kind of like Wednesday.
Well, I don't know. That's the thing.
Is the license is Wednesday.
Well, do they even need to license Wednesday, or would it be smarter just to use the Addams Family license in general?
How does the Familyverse work?
Yeah.
What's the license?
I mean, the original was like a comic from the 30s and 40s. Charles Addams, you know, he like drew these characters.
Family.
Yeah, actually, there's also the animated movie, or maybe there's a couple of them.
There's some animated, I remember.
And those really, the art style of those is really based on the comics from the 40s. I don't know if that art style is that appealing to. I almost think like the 90s movies aesthetic really worked for pinball.
It did.
More than like that cartoony style.
Yeah, like the Tim Burton kind of like practical scenery and graphics and effects on the screen translate very well to Under the Glass.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Dude, but it's kind of exciting. I don't know, man. I'm kind of thinking like, when could this happen? Because it almost does feel like Addams Family, like there needs to be an Addams Family remake, or maybe like appended Addams Family for more modern. I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's tough. You know, Stern is obviously does more licensed themes than anything else. It seems like if Stern makes this game, it's probably going to tie into Wednesday in some way. But I almost wonder if it'd be better if they just did like a comic art style.
I know what you're saying.
Like drew the characters.
Not to say King Kong, but almost like their own rendition of like a license or an IP.
Family. Yeah. I'm sure they could probably make that happen. There's enough lore and stuff to make that game.
I think that would be the smarter thing to do. Like have it resemble like the modern characters more, but also not be so hard tied into like the current Wednesday characters.
Yeah, I'm just trying to picture the back glass with Jenna Ortega's face in the middle. I'm just like, I think that's a fail.
I want more Christina Ricci, Angelica Houston. I don't know. But
I mean, as much as like I think the show's pretty good, and they've got Tim Burton doing it now, and like it's got vibe and it's cool, but I don't know if the modern pinball buyer or guy who walks into an arcade is going to be like, ooh, Wednesday.
I wonder if they had this exact same conversation in the early 90s after the Addams Family movie. I wonder if Pat Lawler said this to the rest of the team. Like, how the do we make this game happen? Wait, he's coming back for the money, but he's not the brother, but he is the brother. Fuck all that. Let's put an electric chair. Let's put a hand that grabs a ball. Let's put a turning bookcase.
I don't know. I'm excited about it because it does feel like a licensed theme that could make a comeback in pinball. And, you know, we talk about this all the time, but they're running out of themes to do, you know? Like, this is one you could legitimately bring back because it's been long enough.
It's true. There's something, I think about this often with modern day media, right? Like movies and shows and licenses. In my personal opinion, there's a lack of depth. There's something missing that doesn't allow it to be like a fully fledged out pinball game. Whereas like the original Addams Family films totally work for the game. it's hard for me to envision a modern day movie series, even Stranger Things. I kind of had a hard time with it. Like,
yeah,
it's cool, you know, it has a lot of cool things in the show, but how do you make this into a pinball game?
Yeah.
I just couldn't. Obviously, like the superpowers and the Demogorgons and whatever.
The Demogorgon eats the ball. They got that right.
I mean, that part. But how many things can eat the, you know, like how many things do you want to eat the ball? This
all of the things. That's the answer.
This idea seems exciting to me, kind of like throwing back to Addams Family, because there's just more depth. You can do more across design, art, music.
Yeah.
You know, so that part for me is exciting as opposed to like thinking about Wednesday, because now we're going to be basically like stuck with Tim Burton.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyways, that's just my opinion.
I hope they can make something work with it, because it seems like such a no-brainer, and it'd be a licensed theme that I'd actually be interested in if it's done right.
I think we should place bets right now. I'll put $5 on the line.
Okay.
Within the next...
I guess this could be a Jersey Jack game.
Within the next... Okay, so pause. Because what I was going to say, now that you say Jersey Jack, dude,
like after Harry Potter,
that game's coming out next year.
Yeah.
Wednesday by Jersey Jack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would totally do that.
Yeah,
I didn't even consider Jersey Jack would 100%. That's kind of their MO. It's like a more modern, like, license.
I mean, they did Toy Story.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know how well Toy Story did for them, but that's a kid's property.
It's part of their... Yeah, I could totally see Wednesday being a Jersey Jack game.
Yeah, I mean, the show has obvious, like, Harry Potter similarities just in the Nevermore Academy is basically like Hogwarts, and you have a bunch of kids with superpowers. Yeah, that I could see that.
Totally fits Jersey Jack vibe, but I'll still do my bet. I would say within the next I'll do $5 within the next 2 years.
Yeah,
a Wednesday game will come out.
Well, it's already been renewed for season 3, so it's going to continue to be in the mainstream for a while.
What do you think?
I think within 2 years we'll see
a Wednesday, or do you want to spread it out into like an Addams Family verse?
I think there will be some Addams Family related pinball machine in the next 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I would bet that. And it'll probably be Wednesday, just the way people do licensing.
We're going to check back in 2 years from now, and we're going to see if we made this prediction correct.
All right. I'll put $5 on the line as well.
I'll put $5, which in 2 years would probably be worth like $3. But anyways, yeah.
So are you looking forward to a theoretical Addams Family sequel pinball machine?
I mean, after that conversation, it's kind of like the new pinball machine I didn't know I needed.
Yeah.
Especially if it pays tribute in some way to like the old game.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be excited about it.
I know, right? Like, it's kind of shocking that it hasn't happened already.
It's going to happen. I mean, it can't not happen.
That game is 30-something years old, and there's never been another Addams Family themed pinball machine. We got a High Speed 2, the Getaway, you know? Like, High Speed was before Addams Family. I think High Speed may have been the top-selling game, and then Addams Family beat it and is still king. How have we not had another one?
You know, I'm willing to bet there's there's something bubbling, brewing, queuing up in one of these guys. Maybe Stern, maybe it's going to happen.
Yeah, somebody's going to do it.
It's going to happen.
Hopefully it's just not a home pin. I'm so sad that they made a Spinal Tap game.
Oh my God, dude.
Like, it's such a bummer when the wrong company makes a theme.
Oh my God. If you're not going to do it right, don't do it.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be Jersey Jack, because it seems up their alley now. Like, and they want to be Williams, you know. That's like their whole thing, that they're the modern Williams, even though they're a much smaller operation.
It's interesting, though, when you think about that with licensing and what themes go with what companies. And yeah, the more I think about it, the less that I think Stern is a good fit for like an Addams Family theme or remake or original concept or Wednesday new game. It just doesn't feel right to me.
It feels more whimsical than what Stern typically does.
Certainly.
But I wouldn't put it past them. Like, there's a lot of money to be made on a new Addams Family game.
You know who I would want to design it?
Who?
Dwight Sullivan.
Dwight Sullivan.
Yeah, hands down.
I mean, he's at Stern.
That's why. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that would be my number one pick.
I don't know the last time he designed a game though.
That's exactly why I would want him to be the designer, because he just has this. I don't know, man. As a game designer, I just like that he does crazy stuff and just like likes giving you shit. He just like gives you stuff in the game. It's cool. Yeah. It's like a vibe, right?
I bet he would do a great job. He's got that glint in his eye that makes you think like he would do it.
He's doing something.
He would do it right.
I have a hard time thinking of anyone else.
Steve Ritchie's at Jersey Jack, and I don't think that would be a Steve Ritchie game anyway.
No thanks.
There's not enough rock guitars. Yeah, I mean, Pat Lawler's retired and was last working with Jersey Jack. It could be a Keith Elwin game. It seems like if you're trying to make money, give it to Keith Elwin. He'll do a great job.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. I just want something maybe a little bit more old school in some ways, but whatever. I'm just being selfish. So, just a quick recap. Starting now.
Once this episode posts.
Right.
In the future now.
We're doing a giveaway. We'll announce the winner at Expo live. So
you can enter anytime up to October 14th.
No purchase necessary. You can literally just send us an email.
Yep.
If you guess the 4 movie quotes in the theme song for the new Nostalgic Movie Night segment, or I can just share the giveaway post on Instagram.
Yeah, just follow and repost the giveaway post, which is today.
And then you're in. You might not win.
There's a pretty good chance you'll win.
You might win.
Oh, yeah. And if you're at Expo, you get a firm, hearty handshake. And an optional kiss on the cheek.
Ooh, I don't know about that
Don.
one. I don't know about that
From
one.
Don.
I don't think Sarah would like that. If you're a guy.
Only if you're a guy.
Only
if you're a dude.
God. Oh man, this is turning into a different podcast, dude.
I mean, nothing wrong with kissing a dude.
No, yeah, of course not. Actually, this is the problem. Dude is like, this kind of stuff can easily get misinterpreted or misconstrued. Because I have no problems with dudes kissing. I just, fuck it, I'll kiss a dude on the cheek. Doesn't matter who you are. We'll kiss you on the cheek. Yeah. If you win and you're at Expo, our beards can meet.
Only,
but
optional. If
if you want that thing,
it's like European.
It's a greeting and a sign of appreciation. Really.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
It's not weird.
It's sexual. I'm not trying anything. I mean, you could just say no thanks.
Right.
But I can't say no thanks because I'm promising it to you right now. And I will stand by that. And also, Ian, if I have to fight Ian for a Nudge 5, I will, for you.
I am looking forward to it. So that was episode 3.
Well, the theme song was cool. For our new segment.
The
Nostalgic Movie Night. I don't know if I picked up the 4 movie references right away, but if I did, I would probably sign up for a giveaway.
Yeah. And I mean, they're all Googleable.
Leave this territory now.
Evacuate all personnel.